Hello and welcome again to the third part of our series regarding drawing action in Pixopedia 2014. In this part we will cover various shapes that we can apply on our drawing. Every shape mostly will actually perform brush strokes through different curves like polygon, polyline, rectangle and so on, using current brush settings. Okay, first freehand drawing. Okay, I will increase a little bit pen size. We have covered this hand drawing in previous parts. Now we will examine line drawing. The main difference between freehand drawing and line drawing is that freehand drawing is performed immediately while you move your mouse over image. Other shapes are stroke renderings. Using other shapes are performed in delayed manner, which means that shape brushstroke is drawn after we release a left mouse button. We will see it on the line. Now, here first a marker is drawn. We can adjust marker, always holding left mouse button down, and when we release it, a straight line is drawn using selected brush tip and selected brush parameters. Now we will again draw a line marker. Now we will press a shift key on your keyboard here. Now we can move, starting complete line over your image, and at desire. When we reach desired place, we release shift key and release left mouse button to perform stroke rendering. Also, you can see if we increase the brush step and draw a line, it will draw a line according to brush step specified. All parameters are applied through delayed shapes, except text shape. Now we will see a polyline, how it looks like. It's the same thing as freehand shape, but it will render when we release left mouse button. Again, we can use shift key on your keyboard and move your shape on desired place, release shift key, release left mouse and draw shape. Polygon outline is similar to polyline, with exception, with difference that left the starting position and ending position will be connected with a straight line here, and we got a closed curve, something like polygon here. Polygon filled border is equal brush draws again closed curve polygon, but will fill interior with color specified in JGS rules under topic geometric shapes filling rules. We have mentioned this part, this filling rules in previous video. Now we will examine it in details. Fill over. Now we will uncheck this and see. Here is without fill over option checked. If we check fill over option, you'll see there is a difference rendering different rendering is performed. Here, without when fill over is unchecked, first the interior is drawn, and then brush stroke is drawn following the border of our closed curve is drawn over interior. In this case, it's interior is drawn over the brush stroke. Now, first brush stroke is drawn, and then interior is filled. We will check this. Go back. Exclude interior from brush filters is obvious, or when it's checked by default, all those filters will not apply to our interior. So if we use chalk effect, chalk is applied only to a brush stroke, to the boundary of our polygon, and the interior is left as is. Now we have unchecked this, and we have a situation quite different. Filter is performed not only to brush stroke that outlines our polygon, but also to interior. Override capacity. Now, if we use capacity here, I will uncheck chalk. Capacity is applied on the brush stroke following the edge of our polygon, and also as well as to interior. We'll go back to 100% and override this capacity to 50%. Now, brush stroke will be drawn with full capacity, while interior is drawn with capacity overridden capacity with a value specified by this slider. We will leave some capacity. Now, shrink BS percentage means how much we will shrink interior of our polygon. This is about 10% of brush tip size. If we increase it, too much here, we'll see that interior is shrinked according to this percentage. We can also blur it so that we can get different picture. Now again, there are a lot of possibilities to explore. Also, we have covered this color, selecting color of interior, as well as playing with texture. Now we can use here and put some texture inside our polygon interior. Okay. I think core texture. Yeah. I'll close it. Now here is a polygon filled, another shape with border equal to 0, which means that only polygon interior is drawn without brush stroke following polygon edges. Well, the rectangle, again, no matter what we choose, Shift key on your keyboard moves around your polygon. It comes very handy when playing with ornaments, because we can draw something, then press the Shift key and adjust our ornamental drawing as we like, so we get various ornaments. Now this is a zooming. Zooming can be performed in several ways. I will explore those possibilities in some other video. With a mouse wheel you can zoom in and zoom out. Also you can here set to original size, reset zoom. Use this to zoom out by 50%, zoom in by 50%, and so on. I will cover this ornaments drawing in some other video. Now I will return to this drawing. You may notice, however, a little digression, that when you draw and those forms are opened, when you draw those forms are hidden, so that you can have a clear working area. When you release mouse button, those forms are back again. This can be controlled in settings. Here, high sticky forms on mouse down. If we uncheck this, the forms are left. Of course, we can turn them down, go back. Also, we can hide and show forms by a keystroke. Simply position your mouse cursor over an image and press F key on your keyboard. Now, forms are hidden. Back, if you press F key once again, forms are shown. I will hide them in this way. Again, now it will not work because they are hidden using buttons. Here. Okay. Now we will see a rectangle. Now, same thing as a polygon. Here it's outlined. Again, we can use Shift key to move rectangle over the image, but also on rectangle and ellipse shape there applies other keys on your keyboard. If you press Alt key, then instead of a rectangle a square is drawn. If you press Ctrl key, you can rotate a rectangle. If you press Ctrl and Shift, Ctrl Alt key, you are moving your mouse without moving this object. It can come handy when playing. So I will repeat again. Pressing Ctrl key will rotate up, moving your mouse up and down in various directions. You can rotate as a rectangle. Shift key on your keyboard is used to perform moving of the object. Alt key draws a square instead of a rectangle, and Ctrl Alt key just moves mouse cursor without moving an object. When we are satisfied with position and shape of this rectangle, release mouse button and stroke is drawn. Again, according to all parameters specified. Now we will go rectangle filled with brush. Border is equal to brush size here. Again, similar as to a polygon. Brush is drawn and interior is filled with texture. You can use color as well. Here again applies the same rule, rotating release, and you'll get the picture. Also fill over works, I hope. What I have discovered preparing this video, you see that there is a version 011, which is one version above the previous version in the previous video. I have discovered few bugs here, and that is one of the reasons I'm doing all these videos. So while I'm making instruction, I'm actually discovering bugs and also getting new ideas. Now we'll go to rectangle field border is when the border is equal to 0, then no brush stroke is drawn over the edges of rectangle. Ellipse outlined. Similar keystrokes apply to ellipse. If we press Alt key, we are drawing circle. If we press Shift key, we are moving around. Control Alt, we are moving. Here in ellipse, Control key is missing. Actually, I didn't implement ellipse is rotation. I will do that in one of next program versions. I have to rewrite code. It will be a little bit more complicated. Again, everything applies as to similar thing to polygon. Ellipse without border. So I hope you get picture. Now we came to text. Well, text has a separate tool here. We can choose here font name, font size, anti-aliasing, and initial angle of a text will be text flipped, and so on and so on. I will cover this in, or just explore. We will put here a little text. Now you see the border here is drawn so that you can see actually a bounding rectangle. Now I will holding the Shift key. Now here applies different rules. Holding Shift key increases text size, font size. Again, when you release the mouse button, this border is cleared and the text is rendered. We can use a blur, so the text will be a little bit blurred. We can use again everything bumping, but with brush tips do not play any role when text is drawn, rendered. Now we can also leave a border here. Now border will be drawn, and also we can rotate text. Again, press Ctrl key on your keyboard and move your text. Now release keyboard and move your text at desired position. Release and text will be rendered. Again, Ctrl Alt moves only keyboard, mouse cursor. Here we can use different text. We can flip text. I have put this, I don't know. Maybe someone wants to read. Also, initial angle can be specified. However, we can achieve all angles by keyboard keys, Control Shift, and so on and so on. This is a simple text. Now we came to shape text. Shape text is text that actually follows some curve here. Now again, Shift key increases font. Control key rotates the font according to shape, actually curve selected, and Alt key here actually when pressed increases the curvature that text will follow. Here we will release and get that. This is an arc shape. Ellipse shape will Alt key make ellipse bigger. Control key. Now we rotate text around the ellipse. Shift key will increase the font. Again we will rotate a bit. Release and text is rendered. We have here cosine function. See, Shift key, Alt key to here. Release. That's it. Stop. More clear situation. Release. Okay, here's a vertical text. Again, we can play. So again, Shift key to increase the font, large, smaller, increase, moving down, decrease, moving mouse cursor up. Alt key to increase ellipse radius. Control key to rotate, and Control Alt key to move your mouse without moving a text object. It comes sometimes handy. Release and text is rendered. There is initial size, and we have mostly covered it. Now we'll see a memo text. It's complete memo, multi-line text. Here we have only a Shift key which increases font. There is no rotation, and it's rendered. Here you can specify it is bold text, italic, underline, or stroke over. Oh, right. Okay. Now we have covered all standard shapes for our drawing action. Now we'll go to special shapes. What we have is again polyline, polygon, outline, polygon fields, but we have here also spline, spline, gone, so-called outline, field, and so on. Polyline is the same thing, but we have full control over our points. I have closed this. Now we can adjust our points. Now this is on-demand drawing. Apply, and now the shape is applied. We can again readjust our polyline. Press again apply, and we have desired shape. Right click and clear shape. Now we have polygon outline. click, move, click, move, click, move, click, move. Double click and the shape is closed. Similar to polygon. Now we can apply it, and make different shapes. Apply, so on. Right click, clear shape. Now we have polygon filled. Again similar, I will not cover that. Now we have a spline. We can actually draw a polyline, double click to finish, and click to spline, and when we move we got a cat and roll spline drawn here. It's a smooth curve, so-called spline. Again we can readjust our shape to desired and apply again. Or clear shape. Now we have splinagon outline. It's similar to spline, but splinagon I called it. It will close this starting ending point. This point is not spline, not smooth, it's just connecting. However, it's used for drawing various shapes. We can, of course, click polygon outline and our shape is turned to polygon. If we click splinagon, again we are back to when we just move our control points. We got different shape. Apply, so we can use filled one, apply, and we get filled splinagon. I don't know if I choose the right name for this. That's it for this part. Those various drawing, I will go to standard shape. Various drawing modes are. This is a huge area, so what is of interest is this erase button, where we can use the brush to erase using matching color, all colors, erase with custom color, dominant color. Now here is dominant color, obviously white is dominant color here, so if we use erase we can use to erase part of our drawing and so on. This is very huge. Just try its blending, various blending modes. Also we can apply our drawing through a selection. Now beside that, here in this button we can specify selection. This is a selection and contour specification. Feather radius means we will cover that later. Clip to selection. Now this is interesting. We will draw a selection. Right click again shows selection type. Here we will leave this selection and go to standard shape. We choose freehand drawing, and now we will try to draw something. Now I have pressed the left mouse button, but nothing is drawn until we reach a selection. So it's sometimes used to control our drawing, so that we draw always over inside this limited area. There are a few. Sorry, you can invert selection here. So when we go to standard shapes, this shape is drawn here, not inside. Okay, we can go and clear selection. We have here polygon, which is drawn same as in same manner special line, special shapes, double click to close the polygon. You can move the polygon. You can select standard shapes and oops, sorry. Also there is a magic wand which is used for photographies. Ellipses, again we draw ellipse. If we press Alt key we get circle, and so on. Also there is a rectangle, and if we hold Alt key we got square. The Shift key on the keyboard is used to add a selection. Now we can add an ellipse. Press Shift key and you can, okay, I have added, you see, it will connect if possible. Right, now I have a compound selection. Now I can draw inside only. Also I can apply our drawing to complete selection. I will brush to a complete selection by pressing this. Actually we are not applying brush stroke, we are filling this selection with color from the color scheme selected here. Now if we use, sorry, some here. If we apply black cat, sorry, texture line, I must. We have filled this area with our texture. We can clear, sorry, go to selection, clear selection. So also we can use a feather radius to get smoother boundaries on our selection here. Now we will apply, we will clear. We see that this area is blurred with this feather radius, higher feather radius, more images, part of images blurred. This black cat icon is used to apply action on image, but if selection is drawn, it will not apply any action. It will not apply desired action. In this case we are talking about drawing action. It will not apply it on complete image, but only on selected part of the image. I will put here apply action on image slash selection. Okay, again we can also here, and the texture is applied. So I hope successfully covered this shape part of drawing action, and it was quite a long videos. Maybe you are bored with my slow speaking, but this is an important thing to cover, because a lot of these things are applied in the same manner through all those actions. Not all, but through color manipulation, pixel shifting, applying various IP filters. All those things can be applied through shape or on complete image or selection, or in this case it's a white cat through image contour. Drawing, we can always apply drawing on the blank sheet of virtual paper, but color manipulation are actually used for image editing rather than painting. The same way as the pixel shifting, IPL filters, simple 3 filters. Ornaments are applied like in same manner as drawing. Here we have color twisting metrics, various spreaders that I use to retouch for retouching our photography, convolver filters, nozzles that I use for drawing various image tubes or image, and so on and so on. So I hope you'll get a picture of possibilities, and until next video, which I hope it will be, I will make shorter ones with some kind of tips and tricks, but these 3 parts I think that I need to should done them, because I have covered the core part of Pixopedia logic. So until next video, which will be warping, I will skip here and go to warping. Now this part is much interesting than this part covering a bunch of sliders, parameters, and so on. So until next time, bye bye.